July 19th. The happiest birthday to my friend Vanessa. And to you, all out there, welcome. Grab a coffee and let's get smarter together. We are continuing to talk about time and whose entropy, because it is the only reason why we distinguish between past, present, and future. According to Boltzmann, entropy is a measure of the number of waves, the fundamental constituents of a system. Milk and coffee molecules in a cup, for example, can be rearranged in so that the system still looks the same on a macroscopic level when you look into the cup. The moment of lowest entropy our physical universe ever experiences was right after the Big Bang. We talked yesterday about how this makes little sense, as a compact dot containing all the energy information contained in the physical universe today had just exploded into its smallest possible particles. How could this system ever have the least possibilities to rearrange its parts, while still looking the same from the outside? I mean, it looks like a mess. How could it look more like a mess? Well, anyway, but that's where we are. The second law of thermodynamics tells us that in the physical universe, the chaos will always only ever grow. Entropy will always only ever rise. How is it then that when all what happens over the history of the physical universe is that the disorder increases, this still gives rise to organized patterns like humans? And here it turns out, I didn't mention the coffee and milk molecules in a cup as an example earlier without reason. Any café au lait starts in a state of very low entropy. The milk and coffee are completely separated. Just about every rearrangement of the molecules of the milk and the coffee will lead to a result that both fluids look the same from the outside. But there aren't that many real rearrangements possible. So low entropy. Any café au lait ends in a state of very high entropy. The milk and coffee are completely mixed. There are tons of ways to rearrange the molecules now, and the fluid will maintain its brownish beige coloring. Very high entropy. What both of these states have in common is that they are both very simple. You start out with a white fluid and a brown fluid. You end up with a beige fluid, totally uniform. That's it. But any state in between is complicated. The swirls and the patterns that emerge, they all require a lot of information to specify. And they are unpredictable. Every time you put the milk in the coffee, it will be different. And that's the secret. Complexity. It's a fundamental feature of how our universe works, that there's something about the journey from a place that's simple and low entropy to a place that's simple and high entropy that can give rise to complexity and novelty in between. All matter seeks to get to its lowest energy state in which it's still in an equilibrium with its surroundings, starting from the smallest particles the compact dot has blown up into in the Big Bang. It bonds into patterns with matter, and the patterns merge to ever larger patterns until everything is connected again in this dot. How the patterns come together, though, in what order, is something that just happens depending only on what ingredients are there to get entangled and how they find a way to do so. That humans look like order is hindsight, because whatever we are exists because the ingredients came together in exactly this pattern that we are. So, of course, we think that's order, because it's us. To a different pattern, however, our pattern might look like a pretty swirl at best. Ours is a journey to complexity, not the journey to complexity. And it is a journey to complexity. We are not yet there. We are a step on the way. There's different Where's better? Novelty begets novelty. Patterns merge to become bigger patterns, bigger collective intelligences. That's exciting. I want to be smarter. Explore, as anonymous, think. Make a habit out of thinking. Let's turn thinking into the norm again. We all can do it. Like, comment, share, and follow, lest you miss a single opportunity to improve yourself and society. Once you do, we'll meet again at the coffee pot, or maybe it's inside of it.